Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, we're about to do some 4v4 on the map Arena between me and the viewers. This is going to be a higher rated player match, so the players in this match should be of a rather high skill caliber, so it should produce a good quality game. And of course, we're all going to be randoming civilizations, so not quite sure what I'm going to get here, but this should be a fun, challenging game. Some very skilled players in here indeed. So let's do this. Looks like I ran the Saracens, which was the civ that was in, like, I think most of my videos in the early game, in the early part of my channel. Oh, shit. I want a new keyboard and a new computer and new everything right now, so pardon me if I make some weird micro mistakes. Still getting used to it. At some point I'll do the new mouse as well, but hard to get used to this as well. I'm also going to be spending this match, you know, trying to pay attention to the Twitch chat, give you guys my commentary, and play the game at the same time, so be a lot to manage at once, but yeah, it's part of the fun of it, right? As I do this to interact with you guys. Now, where are my sheep? I know I have a closer clump of sheep than that, right? There we go. There's my sheep. Yeah, most of the early videos on my channel were Saracens. I haven't been Saracens in forever, so see how that goes. I expect this to be quite the challenging game. Let's see, who are my teammates? I am with LB, Eddie, and Tetrades. Not bad, not bad. And I'm Saracen's Pocket. Okay, so the general strategy in Arena, since we start with walls and everything like that, is, you know, you don't really want to go for some feudal age aggression here. It kind of makes sense, right? Like, how are you going to get through those walls in the feudal age? Your men-at-arms are going to take, you know, years to get through that. Now, my map is really messed up. My wood's really far away. That is no problem. Scout the back of my base a little bit. I put down a lumber camp, as my villager has to walk 38 miles to try and put that down. But yeah, should be pretty good. Oh yeah, guys, I also recently got that Twitch partnership program. They finally accepted me, which means I do have that sub button now. So, you know, thank you so much for the continued support, guys. We've finally done it. Finally!
Sure, blame it on your ISP.
Some good old lag. That's what I like to see. Which means that, you know, I'm always interested, guys, in your ideas for subscriber emotes, as well as what you think the chat badge should be for subscribers. A little thing that shows up next to their name. Always interested in that. And, you know, over time we'll be adding more emotes depending on how many subs I get, because that's when the limit goes up. And you know what that means as well is I'm also going to be live streaming a lot more often in the future. I'm going to be doing that, you know, like every couple of days, so if you keep your eyes peeled and glued to my Twitch page, then you won't have to miss any of those. There's going to be some fun streams. I'm going to be doing a lot of Hearthstone streaming. That's been a fun game for me recently that I just do in general. I'll just basically be streaming whenever I'm playing something, whether it be Aoe2, Hearthstone. You never know, man. You're allowed to post URL sanity as long as they're like somewhat relevant to what I am talking about or playing, just within reason. Don't want people posting whatever you know, weird fanfiction or porn links or whatever crazy stuff you guys want to post. Preferably not. Try and keep things somewhat relevant. You know, like reaction images are fine as long as they're not like, you know, gross or something. Just trying to keep things friendly for everybody. If that makes sense, if that makes sense. So yeah, Arena, again, doesn't really favor the early aggression. Usually you want to, you know, wait till the castle age before you do anything. Arena, you see a lot of castle dropping, you know, like people trying to build a forward early castle on the enemy, try and pressure them in the early game. You do see quite a bit of that. Monks are actually a good opening here in the castle age, but since I'm in the pocket position, as in I'm between my teammates, the ideal strategy here would just be to boom. I'm going to try and get to the Imperial Age and whatnot, you know, relatively quickly, and yeah. I'm going to basically focus on building up a huge economy before I build my military up at all, and that's going to mean that I'm going to be making a lot of extra town centers when I get to the Castle Age, and I want to get to the Castle Age as fast as I can. Now the thing is, though, is, you know, in general, you're gonna always want to make sure that your town center is always working. It should always be doing something, creating villagers, or you should always be creating villagers, or, you know, researching technology. It should always be doing something. So make sure you keep a close eye on that. And the goal, guys, for the late game is to always get, I would say, you know, about half of the max population of the game to be villagers. Yeah, if you're playing in these matches, always pause the stream. You don't have to close it, but at least pause it. Alright, sorry if I missed any questions. During the higher rated player matches, guys, I don't get to watch the Twitch chat as much as I'd like to. But, you know, sorry if I missed any of your questions. Make sure, you use the put Resonance 22 in your message. That way I can see it a little easier if you don't want me to miss it. But during these matches, I have to focus a bit more on playing. Let's see, Rez, can you do a game once in Arena where you use that tower in the corner trick? Ah, yes, tower hopping, as we call it, Spear.
Yes.
Very fun strategy. For those of you who aren't aware, if you put a tower, like, between these two walls, like, at a corner, you can actually garrison something in the tower and then ungarrison it through the enemy's walls. Call it tower hopping. What a strategy. Whoa, I think my villager just fired at an invisible boar. It's pretty cool. Didn't know he could target units in the fog of war like that. Might be a bug. Might do that at some point. I think it's a very risky strategy for the most part, but if the situation arises, I will do it. Probably not against these guys, though. I think these guys are a little too good for that. They won't be... Can't be easily cheesed. I guess it depends, Knob. It depends. I might raise the elo requirement slightly for that, because they tend to lose almost all 3v5s. But, I mean, I'm okay with losing. I think it's more educational that way if you guys can see why I lost. So, to a degree, that's fine. I got these deer at the back. Huh. Not optimal because I can't lure these deer. They're way too far away. Well, I probably could have built a mill like right here and that would have been fine, but I guess I'll have to mill those deer. We'll see, we'll see. You missed the other game. Who won? Well, spoiler alert, but I ended up losing the last game, so... Oh, Telemacho's scout is over there. I'll give that a look-see. Yeah, I ended up losing the last game. It was a close one, definitely, but my opponent, Vitorf, was a hard nut to crack. My problem there is that I had the range disadvantage, so he had siege engineers, I didn't. It's kind of hard to keep up with him in that regard, and not only that, but the other side of the map just ended up just crumbling, so I wasn't able to, hold that. Well, I was able to hold the 2v1, but I wasn't able to win it on my side. And that's ended up how we lost that game. It was a good one anyway. I could do a co-op thing, I just don't know who I'd co-op with, and I think I'd have to be on Skype for that to be more fun. But, it's something that we could do. I could see that. Alright, not bad. I'm gonna go mill some of these deer, plop out a bunch more villagers, and I'm here for fast castle age, so that means I'm gonna try and click up at a, good old 27 pop, something like that. Because again, I want to sit in the Dark Age a little bit longer than I normally would, even though I could obviously afford to right now if I cancel some of these bills. Because all this time that I spend advancing to the next age, if I have a couple more villagers, that means I'm going to stockpile more resources than my opponent. And I'm going to need to start stockpiling resources here, that way I can get to the Castle Age super quickly. When I hit the Feudal Age, I want to have 200 gold and almost 800 food. I'm going to put down a blacksmith and market immediately, and that should be it, hopefully. That's the ideal situation. I'm a little bit behind schedule right now on the villager production, mostly due to me getting housed in the early game, due to some hotkey mistakes. Still getting used to this keyboard, guys, it's hard. But we'll see. Yeah.
مستعدة صياد سأفعل نعم حطاب سأصنع بناء حطاب بناء مزارع مزارع بناء أمر صحيح بناء بناء
بناءة حسنا. نعم نعم حطابة.
حطاب
That's interesting. I wonder what that means. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Okay, I need a double bit axe. Gonna start transitioning to a wood heavy economy to put down some 10 centers and get this boom out. It's a lot slower of a castlage than I'd like, but we'll see. Gotta get out of there. How not to play as the Goths. Goths pocket, that's scary, man. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed your comments, Penguino, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like focus on this game, dude. I think you said that you got into Goldman's. I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's a very expensive college or something. Sorry about that, man. I've been trying to I'm trying to focus my butt off this game. Yeah, or concentrating my butt off, as Slycross Fox is saying. Yes, that's what I've been trying to do, man. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. Nope, just addicted to Guns of Icarus.
Food, please.
I'll play Guns of Icarus with you. I just don't know when I'll get the time, but I'll do it soon, dude. It's a great game, man. It really is. Oh. I know this is your last stream ever, man. I'm sorry about that, but you know, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate your continued support over time. It's been awesome to have you around, and it's been cool to play so many games with you. It really has been. It's been a pleasure, man. You've been an awesome, awesome viewer, and it's been great. It's been great to have you around, and I'm gonna miss you, okay? So I really am. You'll always be in my heart, sir. And I don't mean that like, the donuts that I ate yesterday. I mean it like really. I'm gonna miss you, man. Since 6 months ago. Well, now I actually have time, Slycross Fox. In theory, I have time now. I have a slightly looser schedule for classes this quarter. So in theory, I could actually do it sometime over the next few weeks. In theory, I could actually do it now. You'll ask again in 6 months. I'm sorry, I have so much junk to do. So much junk to do. But, OP will deliver. I did finally do some 1v1s versus Alrune the other day. I finally did that. OP will deliver. It just takes time. You gotta get really old first. Yeah, I can do a 2v2 as a send-off, man. 2v2, v2, 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 v2. That's all co-ops. Do you want to be the one to co-op with me? Like, what's the plan there, man? I'll do it for you. Now here's the tricky part, is that my economy is kinda imbalanced, so what is my game plan? Market, man! Welcome to the Saracens, my friends. Welcome, welcome. We about to buy some resources up in this. That's right. The secret to fixing an imba economy, man. That's how you do it. Too much money, man. Too much money. Romano wants to co-op with me. That actually sounds hilarious. We'll do the macro. We'll both do the macro. I love it, I love it. That'd be funny, actually. I've done some crazy, like, co-op games where, like, 4 players, like, co-op. Those are always really fun. They're always like a clusterfuck, though, yeah. If he needs my support, I'll have to keep a close eye on him. He might need me to go, like, crossbows or something. We'll see. He's doing this to God's Knight, huh? It might pay off. I could see it paying off. Because micro is for pussies. Damn right. Otherwise I wouldn't play in such ridiculous lag. Sure thing, Aramac. Might play some Rise of Nations at some point. Because right now I don't have room for more games in my heart, if that means anything, I guess. So many good games that I have that, I don't know. Just don't really have time for new games. Aoe2 fills the void in my heart for RTS games. League of Legends fills the void in my heart for a competitive game. And Hearthstone fills the void in my heart for a, fun casual game. And Pokemon to a degree is also in there. Alright, getting the eco rolling a little bit. We're gonna want to get, wheelbarrow ASAP. Slow on that one. Let's see, what's the situation? Got a castle coming out here from Telemachos. Should be okay though.
Yes.
Rez, do you always stream this time? Because it's 2 AM for me right now, and I always miss your streams. Is this why? That's probably why, Maddie, but again, if you go to my Twitch page and you just scroll down just a teeny bit, you'll be able to see my live streaming schedule. Sometimes I stream earlier than this. I mean, the stream does start like 2 hours before this, but yeah, I'm sorry if time zones are inconvenient. Much I can do about that, unfortunately. Yeah. But I try to stream at, varying times in the day to, keep things interesting. Okay, the boom is rolling. Okay, so I see that castle going up, not too scared. This castle here from Eddie into God's Knight doesn't seem like it's done anything at all. It might not end up doing anything this game, we'll see. Yeah, I have school, so I would love to stream earlier, but, maybe over the summer, as Melted Cat says. I'm a college student, so not too much I can do in that regard, right? Alright, I'm gonna start prepping for the Imperial Age relatively soon. Ideally, I would want more town centers than what I got right now, but easier said than done. What I want to do, though, is I do want to get out one more TC. I'll put over here next to some wood. Looks like a plan. Yeah, we might see war elephants. Looks like nobody needs my help right now, which, looks good. Let's go to the university instead. I'm gonna build a barracks and, like, get ready to help support people, but maybe they're being self-sufficient. This is good. This means I can boom up, get to the late game, which, the Saracens are okay in that regard. I think the Scion rework looks pretty cool. I think some people are gonna miss the old Scion with like 2 buttons, where all he did as 80 Scion was just tried to farm and then he feeds because he gets kited like non-stop. And we have AP Scion, the good old just 2 buttons. Just press 2 buttons, get the kills. Sometimes you have to press DFG. I think the rework will probably be really good for him. We'll see. I didn't really play much Scion, so honestly, I don't have too much productive thoughts in that regard. those villas gonna get trapped. Alright, it should be ready to click up to the next stage. Nobody looks dead yet. Eddie did react to that
Yes.
pretty well. So he stopped that castle from going up, that's good. Very, very good. Should be able to buy my way to the Imperial Age right about now. Because I get like 10 more gold. And then what I want to do is I want to get Wheelbear handcart this really late. I usually want to get 60 bills. Okay, Sly Crossbox, we'll coordinate that, dude. I'm gonna have to focus a bit more on this match because it looks like it's gonna be close. So I'm not gonna be able to read the Twitch chat for much more after this game, during this game. I don't know why Tetrades always complains about everything, but that's why his name is I Hate Fun. But if he wanted to Twitter pop, you could just ask. Alright, let's see. Yeah, more villas, I still need more. I know that. Build a mill right here. Gotta get some farms out. He is up to Imp. Score's lagging a bit behind because again, my economy could be stronger, honestly. I'm working on it. I need more bills on that. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. Now it's time to go back up our friend Eddie over here. Looks like he's got a really weak eco. His score is super tiny. That bodes ill to a degree. But I'll see what I can do. Ooh, low on wood. An interesting development. Okay. This guy is Magyars? Slavs. Okay, let me get crossbows out ASAP. Where is the dead farm? There it is. Okay, okay, upgrades on the way. Some arbs. Just a status report. Coming, Eddie! Fear not, my friends, your guardian is here. Except, I'm not here fast enough. Prioritize troop production before upgrades in this case. I just need to get the guys out ASAP. Looks like he's holding the line, that's what really counts right now. I'm gonna open with arbs, maybe transition to something else, we'll see. I need something with high damage and range to kill those Boyars. I'll support them with onagers. So I'll open with arbs. Is that a castle? That's not going to be a castle anymore. Not on my watch, friend. Ballistics. Alright, that castle is not going down. And I'm going to do my best to try and help Eddie on his side. Now, hopefully my teammates are doing okay over here. Looks like they're holding the line barely. And if I just do my job here as the pocket and support the flank, he's going to go for the early-ish aggression, then it should be good to go. Got the Arbs here with the Onagers. Pretty good combo. Housed. The moment I look away to read the Twitch chat, I get housed. Every time. Not a huge deal though, because I already got an army out and I did stop the castle from going down. We'll see. This castle maybe here, protect my eco bit in case I get raided. I can't physically see myself ever getting raided this game, but while I'm housed, might as well get all the upgrades in the game. Yeah, all calculated. Duh. Now I bet there's a gold mine over here. Good thing Eddie's making a lot of trebuchets. Is it not a gold mine? Maybe not. So I'm gonna start throwing in some hand cannons, maybe. But I kind of want to be conservative with my gold in the meantime. I'm just gonna be making a bunch of range units. Throwing some bombard cannons if possible. Maybe some hussars. Saracens have a great archery range. I try to always make good use of that. Treadmill crane might help, actually. Yeah, we'll open with some Arbs. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to start making hand cannons now, though, because it looks like, forgot about, we had the, oh, I forgot we had the Goths and the Italians in the same team, so Condottieros are here. I'm gonna need, these might be really good against the Boyars that God's Knight's going for, but, these are not good against the, Huskarls, so I'm gonna need hand cannons. But I'm ready to transition into that, that's why I'm, you know, prepared. Where's my other gold deposit? Oh, the Trades is mining it, but we can share. It's not like I'm gonna make, like, too many gold costing units anymore. You guys know me. Speaking of those, the Goths are here, and they're boomed. Make champs. Oh, that's an annoying army. I hate the Goths. I might have to make champs. Yeah, I need a bigger eco as well. Oh, I'm gonna get schooled by these Goths really soon. Oh god, the Goths. Thankfully, at least it doesn't have any onagers, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just gonna try and squeeze these guys in this little choke point here, make it a little harder for to get this round. What we need champs, or like some really heavy cav, or elite samurai. I'll take that, dude. That's exactly what we need, actually. Fantastic Tetrades is coming, my friends. He might be very grumpy, but he's a good player. Very good. My army's about to disintegrate right now, as I did not have enough hand cannons in there. Let's really do too much in that regard. What I need now is a lot of barracks. The good news is that they have like completely cleaned up telemachos here, which means he can transition on this side. And fully boomed Goths is so hard to deal with sometimes. It really can be a massive pain in the buttocks, but we got back up here. A couple hand cannoneers coming out. That was nice of him to send me all these resources. This is what you should do if you got extra resources and your teammates need a little bit of love. Put this castle here so that I can get him to stop camping my spawn, the spawn of my units, I think. The ambulance here are going to be completely useless because, well, they don't have any cavalry. Oh, they have some Boyars, but, like, he's not really making many Boyars anymore. we're gonna make hand cannoneers, we're gonna make champions. It's all about making counters to your opponent's units, and if you see me making any like trash units, it's just because I want to keep the unit production rolling. I need some meat shields for my more expensive units, and yeah, they just do yourself a damage. As I make the units I actually want. I have way too much wood. So you can sling me a lot of wood. So I think a bunch more farms. Game is hard. Jared, I mean, these guys are all really high rated. Some of these guys are the better Aoe2 HD players. These guys are all at the top of the ladder. It's not the best, obviously, like, I'd be debatably Spring, but, I mean, these guys are really high rated. Not quite the best, but almost the best guys. Just need a little bit of food right now. Let's see. Get maybe 3 more farms out. Need champion upgrade. Okay, alright, I'm in the clear right now. I'm in the clear. I got the better units out for this. Honestly, I made a huge mistake in the early game. What I should have done, I kept forgetting that there was a Goths in this game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made so many Arbs, actually, because Arbs have been really, you know, Arbs and Onagers would be perfect against the Slavs, but I wasn't just playing against the Slavs. I forgot they had the Goths pocket, so it was a huge, huge mistake. I didn't get too much punished for it, because thankfully the rest of my team just kind of dominated their side. Relative ease. Let's see. Try and get a bunch more seed workshops out. Alright, not bad. I got the units I need finally. I'm missing a lot of upgrades though. Once again, I transitioned into this a little late. Maybe a little another blacksmith. Okay. GG, well played. Looks like we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Yep. Alright, not bad, not bad. Man, just as I was about to get to make some more stuff, but I mean, it's okay. That's exactly how should have gone, with a couple hitches there, here and there, as the Goths did surprise me, and he did get to wipe my army here with a very threatening combination of Condottieros and Huskarls. I also forgot that Natalie is playing as the Italians, so that meant that my hand cannoneers were also basically moot. They're basically useless. And what that meant was that my mass archer range units were completely useless against the Goths. Okay, it's not like I completely forgot there was a Goths, like I was ready to transition to hand cannoneers, but I was more thinking of the Slavs making infantry. But I forgot that they had Condottieros too, which means that my hand cannons were useless, and I needed to transition into champions, which I was honestly really slow at doing, but I did eventually get it done. I got her done. And that's what counts. And that's basically what boils down to, is the right unit choices. Thankfully, Atreides was here with samurai and hand cannons, which is exactly what we needed. Eddie got caught off guard a bit, I think mostly because his eco was just really weak. When he went for the castle drop, he was just neglecting his home eco. And like his score was lower than God's Knights for most of the game, even though he was the one putting the pressure on God's Knights. So, gotta keep a close eye on your TC, but yeah, thankfully Atreides got to swing around this side. I think we would have been able to turn it around anyway, but Eddie would have taken some heavy pounding from the Goths. The Goths are pretty scary when you let them boom. This is a really good game, though. A really good game. I think the Goths are the most one of the most threatening pockets in the game if they get to the post-Imperial Age. But yeah, we did it, guys. So GG, well played. Finally get to win a game. Huzzah! The extra tribute definitely did help, and you know, we can see here by, you know, looking at the villager hive, this is exactly what I was talking about. is that the more threatening players in this game, I mean, the threat level of them was directly proportional to their villager high. A good chunk of those, you know, are trade carts, obviously, but the villagers, you know, they speak volume. Eddie was a bit weaker, Godsnet was a bit weaker, and Telemachos were just a bit weaker because they just didn't have the villagers, and LB10 and Tetrades were, like, two massive threats in this game because they had, well, a ton of villagers, and you're gonna need that many villagers to continuously sustain troop production and just remain a threat during the entire game, so... Oh, that was Arena, Jared. That was the map Arena. So yeah, a really, really good game from both teams. That was a fun one. Nice to actually win one for a change, and yeah, well played from everybody, especially my teammates, and you know, thanks to Tetrades for swinging by my side, giving us a little bit of hand there. I was ill-prepared for the Goths, but I'll keep a closer eye on the enemy's civs in the future. I'm surprised how effective the Condottieros were, but they're pretty good against gunpowder units. They're not, like, obviously the most optimal unit, because, I mean, that would probably be, like, Onagers or something like that, because, you know, the Condottiero doesn't have range, but it does resist the hand cannoneer shot quite well, and it does do a good amount of damage. It's an interesting combo, the Goths and the Italians. It really is. If you aren't aware, guys, the Italians give your teammates the access to one of their unique units, the Condottiero, at their barracks, an anti-gunpowder infantry unit. Can be very interesting in combination with the Goths. Can't quite say how effective it is, but it can be interesting, and it was effective in that specific case, so that was a very, very good game. Alright, good night, Milmano. Maybe Sunday, we'll see. I have some work that I have to get done this weekend, because I do have classes, but yeah, I might do some streaming on Sunday, or might just play games on Sunday, we'll see. We'll see. Tetrades built mostly elite samurai, halbs, and hand cannoneers. He did throw in some trebs for sieging, so that's basically like a perfect army comp. Especially, well, like, considering the situation, right? Like, that was exactly what he needed to build. Those units all cover their weaknesses very well, and you need the trebs, obviously, to siege some buildings down. Without trebs, that army comp doesn't really work very well, but yeah, that was exactly what he needed to build for that case. So it's all about building the right units for the situation. That's how you get those results. That and building a huge economy. So yeah, GG well played, my friends. I hope you all enjoyed watching that video. If you did, don't forget to check out the rest of the stuff on my YouTube page. I've got plenty of other Age of Empires 2 videos there, as well as videos from other games, so if you like this one, you'll probably like those as well. Yeah, so thank you so much for the support as always, guys. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I love having you guys around, and you know, I've got so many new subscribers today. It's been super duper chill. So, you know, thank you so much, guys. A lot more Age of Empires mumbo jumbo on the way, and maybe some videos from other games as well. But remember that videos for other games is just, you know, extra content. So, you know, it's not like I'm replacing Aoe2 anytime soon. And yeah, I'll be live streaming a lot, so I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Anyway, we'll be back in just a minute, guys, with the next match of the live stream, so don't go anywhere, as I'll see you all in just a moment. Thank you for watching. See you all shortly.